Hello. Just obviously just going through some questions that you asked. I thought it'd be better to record it and show you, because obviously that's the best way. So I'm just going to log into your system. Okay. So the first question that you had for me was there any plans to combine the diploma with the apprenticeship standard so it's easier to see progress overall? So we will always put them on separately. I think one of the next questions is well about how do we track as well as the diplomas, as they are separate on the course. So basically, they will be separate courses. But if you want to combine them, you have the ability to combine them within the system. So what you can do is, obviously, you've got your customer service, occupation proof, and the practitioners. You can combine them. You can create a new course, call it customer service overall, for example, and then put in the relevant courses within that course. You have the ability to do that. What that will do is won't allow you to pull in any connect, but it will give you progression for the overall apprenticeship. So you could do it like that. So you could create a new course, put in customer service, and then you could bring through all the units from the existing courses you've got on here. So that can be done. If you want me to do that with you, then we can. Just need to let me know what courses you'd like to combine, and then we can do that. So obviously that's your first two questions. Is there a way for an assessor to see all their actions? So not quite sure what you mean by this, but an assessor will see. Let me just make sure that you've got assessors. Am I set up in the system? I am. So assessors, by default, will see all actions that are waiting review, any verify referrals, and any overdue work. That is the kind of tasks that we set up, and that's what it is as standard in the system. So they will see all them actions and they will action them as they go. If a learner sends them work back, it will appear in here. IQA sends them work back, it will be in here. So all their actions will appear on their homepage. So maybe we can have a conversation about that, though, as if there's additional things that you would like. But that's how it's set at the moment. Every time an assessor signs off a unit, it comes up with verify. Is there a way of overriding as an IQ when we verify on every unit? Now, at the moment, it comes up with verify. That's to basically notify the verifier that these potential units can be verified. Now, the verifier doesn't have to verify every unit. So the verifier, when the verifier logs in and they see units that are completed, then, so if I go on the verifier task as a verifier, I will have my sampling plan tasks. If I set a sampling plan up, I will also have a waiting verification. All units that are signed off will populate in here. But as a verifier, I only have to verify units so if someone's completed 10 units, I might only sample 2 because that's a 20%. So the verifier doesn't have to verify every unit. They then do their selection as they would do normally. So, but the assessor, when they signs it off, it will come up as verify for the verifier, and then the verifier just chooses which units they can do. So, but that's about their sampling strategy and things like that then. But what we can do is I can send you an IQA session as well. We need to do an IQA session actually, so that can be our next visit. So how do you add generic resources for each course? So if I just log back in as a super user. So you've also asked about ILM adding e-learning e-books. So it's the same thing. So if you go into the courses section, okay, so if I click on the edit content of that particular course, for example, that will open up the course. I then go into the course builder. Okay, so then it will come up with all the units. I then click edit on the relevant unit. Okay, and then there's a docs button. Okay, so by here I can upload documents to unit 202. Okay, so by simply clicking upload new document, and then I can click browse. There is a type, so learner guidance or assessment guidance. Learner guidance will be available for both the assessor and learner. Assessment guidance will only be available for the assessor. Okay, but also I can also do it per element as well. So 202.1, I can also attach a document to just 202.1 and a separate one for 202.2 and so forth. Also, obviously, this is where you can complete your forms. So this is where you can actually create your own interactive forms in here as well. Okay. So in here then, so for your management stuff is where you can put your e-workbooks in there as well into each element. Okay. So have you got ILM currently in here? No, but oh yeah, so diploma for managers. So what you can do is put the workbooks into here. Okay, by obviously into there and then the docs and then the upload. Okay. So you've also set up a induction course. Enrollment in induction. There it is. Yeah, to be fair, I think you've done pretty well. And then you can obviously have them in there, and then obviously you've got your apprenticeship enrollment, and then your documents. Yeah. Okay. Apprenticeship induction. Yeah, probably look to do something slightly different. I'd probably look to maybe specify what documents, or maybe put them, rather than put them as separate units, have one unit and then have the different elements underneath, so it's easier to upload because all this will come through as separate units. So I'd probably add one unit and then have an overall unit, and then 1.1 apprenticeship enrollment, 1.2 something else, 1.3, and to do that you just click add elements and you can do it like that way. So I'd probably do it that so it's all under one rather than in different units. Okay, but again we can talk a bit further about that if that makes any sense. Also, you said that our colleagues in learning development want to have access to LA to gain overview of learners' progress. What access would you give them? I would. It depends what they're going to do. If it's only read-only access, I'd probably set them up as maybe WBR, work-based recorder, possibly. Or I would set them up as a super user, but restrict the access to all these. So if I go to registrar, say for example, Emma, if I went to edit permissions on Emma, what I could do is restrict all these and only give them access to the candidate manager. Okay, so then the candidate manager, they just get access to the learners tab so they could view learners then, but not actually do anything. So I'd either set them up as a WBR or set them as a registrar, but restrict the permissions. Okay. And then lastly, you've asked how we set learners' coursework tasks. So it's always through the contact diary. So if I log in, if I go to a learner, have I got a task learner? Hopefully I have. Yep, Santa Claus. I'll just make sure ISS. Yep, so Santa Claus. Oh yeah, doing 2 different qualifications. So to set coursework, it would be obviously creating an entry within the contact diary, and then you would general and set that coursework and attach anything. Now, maybe that question will lead to maybe setting a group of learners a contact. At the moment, it is single entry, but we are looking at setting cohorts of learners tasks, and that update is happening next week, so hopefully it will be in there then. So if you're looking for cohorts of learners, then that's what it'll be. There's an update next week. Okay. So hopefully that's answered most your questions. I am out tomorrow and Friday, unfortunately, but I'm home Monday. So maybe if you need a phone call or anything, we can catch up then, and I'll get you some dates through as well for an actual face-to-face training. Okay, thanks. Bye.